I hand just a handful of cash of random assortment of bills and change because I don't want to, and I just throw it on the counter. I say one movie. It was like just over the hill, and then as I was leaning over to pick it up, I dropped my helmet, which went further into the woods.
Call it a co-ed bachelor and at party.
Yeah, et al. Or you would buy a farm.
You're right. I'm thinking too small. All right. Go ahead.
There we have it. The
Welcome
beginning
back.
of a brand new Discord episode, baby.
We are here. And
Yep.
there. Down in New London, up in North Attleboro. Fellas all over. Cheers.
Full doxing right at the beginning. We don't want to hide it from anyone. We wear our hearts on our sleeves on this show.
There's still a lot of addresses in those areas. And I bet by the time this pops
True.
off, we'll both have moved.
Oh, yeah. Very by Monday. So, yeah, for the folks at home, I think about 50% of our listener base was with us this past weekend when we meant to record. We had such big plans. We had such big plans for so many episodes.
Dreams. We missed opportunities like Ty. Oh,
Yeah. Ty, Dovey, Mel, Eric, like everybody. I'm sure they all love having their names out there. I'm not going to worry about that too much this time.
nah, they wanted
But-
shout outs.
Yeah, we the plan was, so we went on this big ski weekend and everything. It was like a few days long, and we're like, oh my god, we're gonna have so much time. We're just gonna chill. We're gonna record a bunch of episodes. We're gonna have it backlogged until 2022. It's gonna be amazing. Just high quality stuff. Unfortunately,
I brought
unlike
Smash Bros.
yeah, that was definitely part of it. I think also when we did our big trip to the lake house, we were able to get at least one in while we were there and some on the way back. The difference was now we were out skiing for 8 hours straight and all completely exhausted by the time we came home.
It was naps and food and refueling afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wasn't time to keep pumping out creative juices.
Yeah, we'll get them next time. But for now, we're doing a last minute Discord. Gotta love it.
Emergency.
Yeah, right. But yeah, dude. So I remember on an episode recently we had talked about skiing and snowboarding and stuff, and I gotta say, I think I'm improving.
I want
I'm
to hear
getting-
about it. How'd your day go? For some reason, you thought. Walk me through this. How when the whole group is texting, we got to buy our tickets for the mountain a week ahead of time,
Right.
and it's in a pandemic, and we've called attention to the fact that they are limiting capacity. And
Right.
all over the website that we linked, it says online ticket sales only.
Mm-hmm.
You and two of our other friends didn't buy tickets until the day of.
Yeah, it sounds like you laid it out right there. I don't know.
No. Tell me how. I think was how I started that rant. Like,
Oh, sure.
How?
It was a question after all. Yeah. I would say, oh boy, hold on one sec. I'm peeking like crazy. Let me. Hopefully that doesn't come through too bad and the problem's fixed. Yeah, that looks better. But yeah, so one, there was a lot of stuff going on in this group chat, okay?
fair.
Quality, important messages were getting buried by also quality, but objectively less important messages that were just a hoot and a holler and a whole ton of fun. Two, I'm an inexperienced skier and I have never heard of the concept of mountains selling out. I was like, it's so big. You know what I mean? What are the odds? It's a random weekend. Like, it'll be fine. Three, you mentioned how there was a big notice on the website, which that would have been a killer right there if I had went on to the website at all. I will say that.
Don't do you in general usually think to like check things out ahead of time? If you're going to a restaurant, do you check the menu? If you're going to
No.
a movie theater, do you check which movies? Probably yes.
Never, not once. I always roll the dice. I just walk up with a blindfold because I don't want to see the poster or like the big billboard outside saying what's showing. And I don't want to see the signs. And so I walk up to the counter with a blindfold. I hand just a handful of cash of random assortment of bills and change because
and
I don't
roll a
want to.
D20.
And I just throw it on the counter. I say, one movie, please, the next showing. And then I go watch it, and I think it's the optimal experience.
It sounds like a good time, honestly.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go do that.
The worst is when you go like 3 weekends in a row trying to see one movie, and then you just don't. You get the same shitty movie every single time. Like, it's happened, just luck of the draw on that one.
Luck of the draw, indeed.
Yeah.
If only there was some way to know.
Yeah, dude, you don't know how bad I wanted to see Mad Max, but like, I just kept getting tickets for Smurfs 2, and I'm like, fuck, I drove all the way here. I've already paid for it. Like, I guess that's what I'm watching again this week. Insane.
A couple of times in there, you really almost had me going. I'm like, has Steve done this?
Is this real?
It makes so little sense for anyone to do this ever for any reason, but it seems like he might have done this.
It's coming off of his tongue so naturally.
Usually it's come on his tongue so naturally. We're past a minute in, folks.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so movies, but yeah, in honesty, after that bit, yeah, no, I'll check that out ahead of time. But restaurant menus, like, no, not really.
In general, if you're going to like do a thing, do you check for tickets? I don't know, a corn maze or some shit. Do you just Google where one is and the hours, or do you like check the website?
Yeah, why would I? Yeah, what's there to check about a corn maze? How hard is this?
I don't know.
I want to know
cost,
difficulty level.
Hours of operation. Yeah.
Oh yeah, cost.
Size.
Yeah, cost. I'll look up.
It seems hours, like it's all. See, that seems like it's in the same ballpark as like, how do I get onto the premises of this ski mountain around which our vacation is planned?
Not quite. I mean, you just look up Mount Snow on Google and you hit go on the GPS, and then you turn your brain off. If it was still already on beforehand, which oftentimes not.
You say that like it is a valid way of going about it when you yourself proved it is not a valid way of going about it.
I know that now, with this new knowledge.
For the half of our fan base who were not on the weekend trip with us, Steve and our other two friends ended up on a different mountain. So we had 2 people not going to a mountain, 4 people going to Stratton, and 3 people going to Snow.
Yep.
Oops.
Yeah, happens. I feel like
if I was boarding with you, maybe I wouldn't have hit that sick jump at the end and retorn my shoulder. Fuck you, dude.
I think you would have hit it sooner. Here's what I think. If I was there, you'd be working extra hard to be extra cool, and you would have tried it earlier, and you would have ruined more of the day for yourself.
Or I would have.
If I was there telling you like, hell yeah, dude, you can do it. Don't be afraid of that jump. You fucking got this. You would have done it like halfway into the day instead of the end, and you would have wasted all your money.
Or maybe I would have done it with such great hype behind me that I would have crushed the jump, and I wouldn't have been hurt, and it would have been a better and uninjured day. Sounds like either way, you fucked me over.
Well, I wanna counter that with saying, why do you think you screwed up the jump? Was it hesitation? Was it a lack of confidence?
No, I think it's because I went so late in the day. Sun had shifted, trails were icing over, especially in the glades. The last run I went on was between the trees. It's all shady there, and it started to ice over, and I didn't see the 2 little divots in the trail right before the jump. Hit those, made my board speed wobble, and I leaned too far forward, toe edge caught, I Supermaned forward, land on the shoulder, rip.
Well, then I will say I would not have ever gone there. And so if you were wanting to snowboard with me, you would have gone down greens all day.
It is a green.
Perhaps blues.
It is a green glade trail.
A green with a jump? Okay, at this point, the mountain is just at this point, the mountain is irresponsible and it's their fault. I think that's very clear.
I think like that you should sue. Man argument. Stephen Webb tore my shoulder.
Who am I strawmanning? How I want to hear you go into how I'm strawmanning this. And also,
because we proved if you'd been there hyping me up to do it earlier in the day, the way that you said, the conditions would have been right, and I would have had the fuel of my friends behind me.
You shifted. You have not explained what I am strawmanning. What is the argument
I'm coming
placing
around. Because those are the things we prove, and your rebuttal is the mountain's irresponsible. It was a green glade.
Correct.
I wasn't the only one who hit it that day, and none of us got hurt until that one at the end in the shade. I don't think the mountain was irresponsible. I think it was appropriately rated as
I
clean.
will say, at the end
You
of the
weren't
day,
there.
you can
How
only...
are you saying the mountain's irresponsible? Straw,
Because
hay,
it's ice.
barley, and wheat. Get the
I
fuck
would say
out.
because you said it was too icy. That has nothing to do with me. And I will
Late
say,
in the day.
End of the day, whose responsibility is it that you took this jump?
Yours for not being there. That's what this all started at. You should have been there for me.
To be fair, I broke my ski on the mountain. That's the first time I ever did that. That was annoying, dude. I had to walk just in my annoying ski boots down a slippery hill for half a mountain to get it back to the rental spot to get a new one.
I wish you had like a heart rate tracker for that. A Whoop
Dude,
strap.
I was dripping sweat at the bottom of the mountain. Oh my god. Because like you only have so many hands.
How long was that walk?
Distance wise, I'm not too sure, but like it took like I don't know, like 10-15 minutes maybe.
That's a pretty hefty amount of time.
Yeah, it was not fun. Yeah, I was whew. And it was annoying too because before my ski broke, it slid into the woods also. Like I fell, my ski slid into the woods. I had to go get it. It was like just over the hill. And then as I was leaning over to pick it up, I dropped my helmet, which went further into the woods.
Looking like the Three Stooges on the mountain.
Yeah, dude, I was a whole mess. But yeah, I was able to eventually get it back, return it for another ski, take a few more trails, and then yeah, get home. I felt like kind of a badass, I will say. Like I felt like a pretty like cool, tough guy walking down the mountain. Maybe
Instead
not cool,
of
but
skiing.
definitely tough. Yeah, right. Yeah, all these like children whizzing past me with perfectly unbroken skis. Yeah.
No thanks.
I
I'll take my strut.
I had my skis over my shoulder like I was a fucking, I don't know, fantasy character.
That sounds like a hassle. Yep.
Yeah.
Top of the mountain ties snowboard bindings started popping loose. The
Yikes.
same one over and over, right? Like we were a couple 100 feet down from the top.
Mhm.
So 5% into the run, but also started. And now you are like unable to secure your fucking board. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, this is a problem. It happened on like 2 different runs and it slowed him down a little bit. I'll be honest. I smoked him those runs.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Slight handicap, but still
if you're
counts.
listening, I know you're cripplingly competitive. I'll make this joke that his bindings were broken, so I beat him down the mountain, and he'll be like, oh, dude.
Yeah, speechless.
So funny, gets gassed up. But, well, you know, that's why he beat you in Smash, so.
Yeah, he did. We had some good games. I want to play him a lot more all the time. I wish he didn't live so far away.
I think that's the reason that we didn't get any recordings done, honestly. You guys played till 4:30 in the morning.
The first night, and then the second night we played like a billion rounds of Mafia also.
Also true.
Yeah, that's time consuming.
Oh,
But
it's so fun, though.
it is. Back to skiing though, a new staple of mine that I was just introduced to this season was the chocolate waffles. Is that at like every ski place ever?
At least in New England, yeah.
Wow, yeah, dude. It's like
They're Belgian waffles, right? So like, I don't know, Alps over in Belgium.
yeah, right. Yeah, I guess okay, it's not an original thing here, so it may be more widespread in the skiing landscape.
There's like a weird international culture of ski people.
Yeah.
You'll find
It's
a
kind
lot
of
of
a
like
beautiful thing.
Canadians and Europeans at all of like the Vermont resorts, and I'm sure especially out west.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, and all of my friends from the Swedish university that did ski went on like several. When they went on ski trips, it was like Switzerland, France, Italy. Like imagine that instead of driving to Vermont, we take a short flight over to another country to go skiing for like the same functional vacation.
Yeah.
Wild. So fucking cool.
But yeah, dude, those waffles now in the past 2 times I went skiing, they were both like all day trips, which is like longer than I think I've like really ever done before. And both times, like all I had to eat during that whole day, other than the breakfast beforehand, was like a waffle or 2.
They're delicious, but they're
for
kind of warm and blood sugar dense.
Yeah, I guess it is blood sugar density.
It's carbs and chocolate. Like,
Yeah, really. But okay, this is kind of a hypothetical I heard recently that has to do with that.
I'm here for it.
Or I guess it's more of a would you rather. Would you rather have like all food taste the same or all music sound the same?
Ooh.
Yeah. And I will say you get to pick the taste and you get to pick the song or music or sound or whatever.
Question. I think I don't know if I've ever heard this twist on this type of hypothetical, and I'm proud of myself.
Sure.
Is it forever the same? All food tastes the same or all music sounds the same, but is that like for a given time, or can it change over time or eventually? Like, can all food taste like mashed potatoes for a month and then all food tastes like waffles for a month or for a week, or it blends over the year or whatever? Like, is there a change at all over time, or is it pick now at 25 the single flavor and that's it?
The latter. Yeah, you get one flavor for the rest of your life.
That's so much less fun.
I know.
Lot more dynamic. Okay.
We can, maybe we can go into that after, but I want to know, is it going to be all music or all food?
Oh, you picked the wrong guy to ask this question, because
I know, because I feel you're leaning towards food, but
of course I am, but I'm also trying to be pragmatic, and
right.
Music, I would say, probably matters more to have a difference in.
Right?
Like, there's something slightly deeper. But I really fucking love food.
Yeah, right.
It might be enough for me to ignore that ephemeral soul glint or whatever music is calling out with.
Yeah. I don't know. I think all music would just make me go crazy. And I'm not even like a huge
I only do
music
podcasts.
guy.
I'm less music guy than you. Even when I'm working out, I do podcasts. I almost...
Right.
The only time I would say I'm doing music is to listen to a particular song in the background when I'm working. And that's just like lo-fi chill hop or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Or if I'm listening with someone else, like on a road trip.
Right.
Whenever I'm driving, whenever I'm at the gym, whenever I'm at home doing chores, I just do podcasts now, or books on like audiobooks.
Yeah, I'm the same for the most part. My thing with the music is like, what do I pick? It's got to be, I guess, something pretty neutral, because like, I don't know, when I work out, that's very different music to when I'm just like chilling, listening to like lo-fi hip-hop or
Lil
something.
Dicky, pillow talking.
I guess that's true, dude. If you were picking a song, you'd want it to be like a really long song.
I think Lil Dicky, pillow talk, and I can taste all the food. Send it.
Okay. What is the longest song? I gotta find that real quick.
Oh, SpongeBob Sweet Victory on loop, 25 hours.
And then you'll be the most incredibly productive and accomplished person on earth. Because you just keep getting pumped up by Sweet Victory.
Sweet.
Let me find this longest song.
Sweet Victory, yeah.
As of 2019, Guinness World Records states that the longest officially released song was The Rise and Fall of Bossa Nova by PC3, which lasts 13 hours, 23 minutes, and 32 seconds. Dude, this is good content. If we just play this whole song, that's like 13 episodes that we can like cut together as a series there.
Should we just react to the whole song? We should go...
That was good.
Do you think it's music the whole time? Like, I think we should use the rest of this episode to theorize about it and then do 13 more listening.
Right. Let's see this.
Do you think that it's actually got music, like instruments through it, or is this some type of performative, interpretive art piece where it's a lot of silence and like random sounds?
And maybe some spoken word?
Yeah. Do you think this would be music in the traditional sense?
That's a good question, because this also stipulates the longest recorded pop song, which is 76 minutes long.
I think that is an episode.
Yeah, okay. Just what? Wait, reacting to that song?
The Fellas Enjoy the World's Longest Pop Song. I think The Fellas Enjoy should be a sub-series. Yeah. And it can be anything, like a particular recipe we heard about, a crazy song, or a video. Whatever. We can try and wax each other's chests.
The fellas enjoy waxing each other's chests. Our first viral video.
Chest waxing. It's fine for me because all you'll
Dude.
do is steal some skin, but I don't have any hair. You are
Right.
going down.
Yeah, that's gonna bleed. But dude, so watching something like that reminded me of something kind of fucked up I saw recently, dude. So you know how on, I think it was the last episode, I talked about how I have recently downloaded TikTok.
Yes.
Dude, one of the things I could not believe showed up on my feed on TikTok was like this surgeon. And it's like actual just videos of him performing surgery, like under the skin, making the incisions, like pulling out like people's implants and stuff. Like,
That's
dude,
sick.
it's so odd seeing like just into someone's like fat and muscle and tissue like that. And the weird thing is that was kind of also unsettling was like he was just putting like poppy TikTok ass songs to like these videos. And like fun little captions around it and stuff to this like grotesque, horrific stuff. And I fell into a little bit of a rabbit hole of it. It was so crazy.
That sounds remarkably gripping.
Like this is the platform that people go on for like funny little vines and like girls shaking their ass and stuff, and then to be confronted with a human being cut open to the same song that last girl shook her ass to. It's so it was so jarring.
Seamless loop too. The algorithm's great. The song didn't even cut.
Oh my god.
Just one video
like I
later.
did. That's the thing though, is like it's not like it showed up and I was immediately shocked. Like you're just kind of in that malaise, like when you're just scrolling through shit that like I think it took me like a few seconds at least to like realize exactly what I was looking at. So odd.
You zombie.
Yeah. We can tag it in the description or something. I don't know if people want to go see it.
I guess we could.
Yeah.
Send me the link. This might be my episode to edit.
Maybe. Yeah. I'll find it later. I don't remember the guy's name or anything. I
No
didn't
rush.
choose to follow it. I didn't want it to keep popping up. I wanted that to be something that only shows up when I specifically look for it.
That's super fair.
Yeah.
I wish we got our lights to flash and sync.
Oh, I don't think there's a very easy way to do
That
that.
would be way too much effort.
Yeah,
But we could
true.
post it on Instructables after we figure it out.
Yeah, if we both have green screens, it would be easy.
We
Dude,
have at
using-
least one.
Editing with a green screen that last episode, surprisingly easy.
Was it well enough lit and like flat enough that it worked smoothly?
Yeah. If you watch the video, it's pretty good. Yeah.
I actually haven't pulled it up yet. It's been such a
Fair
crazy
enough.
busy week.
Yeah,
I will
it just
check it out.
yeah, that's fine. But yeah,
Did you just pull
I don't know.
clips?
what's up?
Tell me roughly how you did it, and then I'll get to go check it out after. Did you pull like Shutterstock images?
Yeah, pretty much just Google images, even.
Nice.
Yeah,
Flawless.
but yeah, it'd be pretty easy to put in like videos, GIFs, like whatever, anything. Just like throw it up there.
Freaking perfect.
Yeah.
Look at us go. We're pros.
Hell yeah. Exactly, dude. Nothing to it.
Easy.
Yeah. I
Well,
also saw that.
Steve Z.
Yeah. Steezy. Okay. Ooh, Steezy. Is that a thing already?
Ooh,
Is
if not,
Steezy
is
a
this our new
thing?
podcast?
I know Steez is a thing. Like, dude, you're messing with my Steez. So probably Steezy.
That gave almost no context. You realize how useless that would be for a spelling bee? Use it in a sentence. You're messing with my steez.
Yeah, stands for style and ease, I think. Ah, Steezy's a thing. But what if we do an E at the end instead of a Y? Fuck, yeah, there it is. Here's the definition of steez, though. A person's distinctive and attractive or impressive style of dress or way of doing things.
Okay, that
Yeah.
sounds established.
Yeah, it's kind of like your drip. It's kind of like your
So-
vibe.
Idea then. Is it
Hmm.
necessarily bad that that's a thing already, or does it make the podcast a double entendre?
Oh, it makes us easier to search for sure. All right. Are we rebranding?
Are we about to rebrand? Listen, I told you I reached out to an Instagram creator today.
Right,
who,
right. A private
does
contractor.
some artwork, yeah, so to speak. And we got something new in the works in terms of a logo. There's gears
Ooh.
turning. So if there's a
Ooh.
time to rebrand, it might be the time.
That's true.
I think we
Business
should,
deals being made in the dark of midnight.
and then we can take Tartar's advice and incorporate our logo or whatever.
Is that hiding the name that we have said several times on this podcast?
Yeah.
All right, well, if we're hiding it, I won't say it. I won't
He's driving
let that
across the
cat out of the
country right
bag.
now.
Yeah, I saw that. He had an Instagram story that was too long, and I didn't watch the whole thing. But what I watched was pretty funny.
I was about to say, honestly, check it out. Molly and I had a good laugh watching them all.
I think it's gone by now, but who knows?
Big sad, probably. I
Yeah,
hope he saved it. That would be a good one to have as like a reel
yeah.
or whatever the right term is. I don't know what reels is. I don't use Instagram.
Oh, reels are those like it's like Instagram's TikTok. I don't know.
Yeah,
Best
so
way I
yeah.
can describe it. Yeah.
I
But
don't know how it functions. I don't know how to access it.
really? Oh, they just show up for me.
Haven't even opened it.
They're addicting, just like everything else, dude.
That's
I had
why
to-
I haven't even opened it.
Yeah, I had to take Instagram off my main page because it got to the point where I was like instinctively doing it, and I would like legitimately forget, like, fuck, how did I get back to Instagram? I was just on like it'll be in the middle of the workday, and I'll just like snap out of it and be like, fuck, and like put my phone down. Like it keeps
I'm like, why
getting
am I
me.
doing this?
This is like the fourth time today where I realized I was on Instagram. I hate how automatic this is. But yeah.
Realized. That's wild. Waking up
Yeah.
from sleepwalking.
Yeah, basically, pretty much. That's what it kind of feels like. Oh, I hate
Sleep
it so
scrolling.
much. It's the worst feeling. But talk about driving cross country. How do bachelor parties work? Like, how is it Vegas? Like, does everyone go to Vegas?
Is this for Luke?
No, just
Okay.
for general and bachelor parties. Like,
No, you don't have to go to Vegas. No, that's definitely
Right.
a place to go if you have money and friends that would enjoy Vegas. But there's a lot of, I mean, it's literally anything. Hunting
Okay.
trips, rent a cabin type stuff. We could do the types of trips that we've done. Honestly, the Pennsylvania Lake House was a blast. Doing
that's
that
so
for like
true.
5 days with
Yeah,
even more food and more alcohol and more time in between.
yeah, and
Like-
maybe just like a little bit more planning going into it. Like, actually,
Yeah.
like have something to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Like probably some dumb stuff. Like if you wanted to do not like the sorority superlatives, but like whatever dumb gags and gimmicks and funny things. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can plan some shit.
Or even just like plan on going, like knowing that
toast.
there's like a brewery nearby or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
For sure, mini golf.
What would your perfect bachelor party be? Like, what kind of things do you want to see there?
Look, I'll be honest. A long ski week might be it. Like that was pretty great.
Damn.
Like a cabin like that, but with
Mm.
we're there for like 6 days, 5 nights, and I'm skiing or boarding only 3 days.
Right.
So I can like
Ooh.
2 at the beginning, take a break, do 1 more, and then have another day at the end to do nothing but chill, and then sleep, and then leave.
Right.
Like enough time to ski as much as I want, and also hang out more than I need.
Yeah. Oh, that
but the
does sound
setting
really
of
nice.
like Vermont cabin, dude, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Oh, we get like a dope place with like a hot tub.
Oh yeah, big hot tub, yard for spike ball, all of it.
Oh man. Yeah, because
We rent one of those houses that's halfway up the mountain on Stratton or Snow.
Oh, dude, that'd be crazy.
That was honestly, I think that I had that thought out loud to Ty on a ski lift this past weekend.
Mhm.
And it was coincidental that you ask about bachelor parties. The first time I'd ever thought like, this actually might be something that I would want to use this once in a lifetime party opportunity for.
I mean, it could be multiple times.
Could be, but nothing, and really,
Hopefully single, yeah.
you should you really also be like sending it as your last time as a bachelor party the second time you do it? Like,
Right.
I feel like it drops off.
At least if your first bachelor party sucks, you can be consoled by the fact that there might always be another one. This doesn't have to be the last.
Fingers crossed not, but
Yeah,
but
right.
anyway, yeah. I'll be honest, like one of those halfway up the mountain mansions with hot tub, fire pit, pool table, 10 rooms, and a bunch
Yeah.
of TVs with like 15 honestly, also I know it's a bachelor party and the point is not to have the mixing of genders, but like if everyone wanted to bring their significant others, it would just be a great freaking week.
Oh, basically like a second birthday party.
Slumber party for the whole
Yeah.
week. Call it a co-ed bachelor and et party.
Yeah. Et al.
That's great branding.
Yeah, bachelor et al.
Whoever, just us, just the gang, just the guys, and more. I don't care. It sounds like a great time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what those houses cost to rent, but maybe.
Yeah, I feel like it's doable. For a bachelor party, you deserve the world, bud. Yeah.
It's an interesting position to look forward, knowing that I'm talking to probably the person who will be in charge of taking point on that. Who is also somebody that I know to not necessarily love the mantle of planner.
How do I feel about being the planner? I would say it's not that I hate it so much when it's thrust upon me. It's more
we're thrust
that I'm very willing to relinquish that responsibility if someone else would like it.
Okay.
And I wouldn't say I'm often the first one to jump and grab it when it's up for grabs either. Yeah. It's not the worst thing though.
Hey, you're a homeowner, dude. I trust you to handle it.
Almost getting there. On my way. Not quite yet.
Has that been right on par with what you expected? More stressful or less stressful than you would have thought it would be to purchase a home? For real. Like for realsies. You're owning the home. Liability, asset, and all.
Yeah, so far definitely more stressful. I thought it'd be easier than this. It's not that it's that hard. It's more there's just like a time when you gotta like make decisions, and a lot of people want your business, and you have these loan people like really clawing at like trying to like I don't know, convince you. And there's like I don't know, just stuff like that. Just like making those last minute decisions are like, all right, who are we getting for the inspection, and who are we getting for insurance, and who are we having as the agent, and like. Our problem is that I think as first-time home buyers, we considered these things later than we were supposed to. Like, so it's not like we're behind schedule and we're like screwing it up. But normally these are not things that we would have figured out after we had already found and tried to or put an offer down and got it accepted on a house. Yeah, exactly.
Well, you gotta run before you can walk sometimes.
Right, exactly. So we're just, couple stumbles here and there, couple like stressful points and a couple like real tough conversations, but we're moving ahead. We're in a good spot now.
Very nice.
Yeah. I got my government money, so that's a nice little cushion to build for sure.
So did I. And I think also actually in filing my taxes, did I tell you that missing stimmy check from the beginning of the pandemic? I think I got it.
Oh yeah. That totally goes in your taxes. It's pretty dope.
I'm glad that happened.
Yeah. Refunds, man. Oh, what a beautiful time of year.
Yeah, it's not too bad, I'll be honest.
It's a good spot to be in.
Things are looking okay.
Yeah.
I've paid off a loan that I was paying to my dad through December of this year. That's now done. And also the fancy bed and mattress I bought for my broken back when I moved up to Massachusetts.
Right.
I just paid down the remaining like 45% of it. That was a monthly thing.
Oh, nice.
So, and also my credit card back to zero. We've recovered totally from the 2 months of unemployment in 2020.
Hell yeah, dude. Here we are. Back in the game, baby.
We got a little bit on the student loans, but we went from literally in the space of like 12 days, I went from 4 monthly debt payment sources to 1.
Oh.
So
it's like consolidating, but better.
Because 3 of them finished. Yeah,
exactly.
Significantly better.
Yeah, objectively better.
And the other one is on hold until September.
Oh, man. That's pretty nice. Cannot complain about that.
Waiting to see if Daddy Biden rolls any loan forgiveness into his program.
Dude, yeah, we're all waiting on Daddy Biden's free money right now.
Give it to me.
There's like a first-time homeowners thing he's trying to do. There's like the student loan forgiveness he's trying to do. Like,
we're not all waiting.
And the stimmy checks, some of us are still waiting for that.
Mackenzie Scott's new husband, he ain't waiting.
Oh, yeah? Who is she and who is he?
She is second richest woman in the world, former wife of Jeff Bezos.
Holy cow.
And he is the high school teacher in Seattle that she married. who is now worth 57 billion with his wife.
No prenup? No prenup?
I don't think so.
Yeah, she's not a hypocrite, I guess. That's good.
I think she's she's one of the stories that earned it. She was there at the beginning before Amazon, like shipping out the OG boxes and stuff. Like I think she earned her shares.
Okay.
But also, like, if you're gonna be Jeff and you're gonna start looking like Lex Luthor and you're gonna start taking over the world, he's doing. Whoa,
what's up?
I don't know what button I pushed, but it brought up a whole bunch of pop-ups. Luckily,
Are we still rolling?
Them. Oh yeah, we're still recording.
Right. Beautiful.
If anybody was watching the video feed, they just saw like the calculator, the mail, the calendar. It all just popped up at once.
I'm glad I'm also recording this
Jesus. Time. No, I want mine in there.
Okay. Bet.
But yeah, so he is married to her now, worth a shitload of money, and the statement he put out is like, can't wait to help find great uses for this charitable spending.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, nothing about the marriage part, like, love of my life or whatever. It sounded like he was very excited to just be the funnel for a charitable organization.
I see.
It's like, it struck me as weird, maybe. Like, okay, I guess it's a PR thing.
Is he now the richest teacher in America?
Oh, there's a good chance. But yeah,
maybe world.
What I was saying is I think Bezos did a pretty good job. Like, they split right before Amazon super skyrocketed with the pandemic.
Oh, wow.
Like, he made back 4 times what she got at that time or something like that.
Damn.
Like, he is now worth like 3 or 4 times as much as he was when they divorced.
Right.
So the money he lost was nothing. And she got a lot of it in shares. So her money
that's what I was gonna
also
ask.
super grew. But he like still has all the money. He can be like, I'm happy for them. Good guy. Like, he can he got the get out of jail free with the having an affair.
Right.
He still won on all fronts and can look like a good dude. And I think he is the only person who outspent her on charity this past year.
He played a perfect game.
Yes, exactly.
Like, from where he was, from the bad spot he found himself in, he played a perfect game all the way through.
I didn't know how to phrase it, but that's exactly what I was looking for. That's what I'm looking to express. Yeah.
Yeah.
She spent something like 9.7 billion of her 60-ish billion on charitable giving or something in this neighborhood. That at least power of 10. And he spent 10 billion creating like the Bezos World Fund or something.
Yeah.
Put his name on it and outspent her and took number 1 all in one move.
Imagine, dude.
If the earth benefits, I'm cool with it.
Yeah. Imagine having that much money. I'm sure this is something that's like come up plenty of times on this podcast.
I don't think that much. We don't really fantasize about ultra wealth, but we could. I don't know, man. There's a lot of little things. There's a lot of little things that I would really appreciate. Like, first of all, of course, what comes to mind immediately is food. I wouldn't be buying the 36 eggs for $1.80 at Walmart.
Right.
I would buy the like farm raised organic eggs because I can afford to eat 8 organic eggs now.
Or you would buy a farm.
You're right. I'm thinking too small.
On which to raise organic eggs.
Organic emus.
Oh my god. Yeah, dude, I'd start buying fucking boar's head cold cuts. Because that's when you know you made it.
I think our view might be a little bit too narrowed by our position.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, as a billionaire, you are not doing your grocery shopping. You are not even doing the meal planning, prep, or thinking, I would assume. You probably have several personal chefs on hand.
Oh, yeah, so true.
And
dude,
that's the tier we got to start thinking on. I want personal chef, and it's going to be fucking breakfast for breakfast and for lunch and for dinner every day.
Oh my god. Dude, yeah. I was listening to a podcast with Notch on it, the guy who made Minecraft, and like,
Oh, he outbid Jay-Z and Beyonce, right?
yeah, for like the most expensive house in Beverly Hills. Like, he's stupid rich like that. And like, yeah, he was saying all that kind of stuff about how he has a yacht and he has a personal chef and like things like that.
It's like Grand Theft Auto money when you get the cheat code and you just buy every car and every gun and every outfit and everything, and now you don't know what to do.
Dude, speaking of cars, I'm not a huge car guy. Like, I don't even know if I would buy like a Ferrari or something like that. I could see myself buying a pickup truck, like very useful to have. Maybe like a big ass van.
Sleeper van. If I was buying like, if we're talking billionaire money still, I'm getting one of the tricked out Mercedes Sprinter vans to camp in, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Tesla, like a loaded Model X or something.
You got to have your daily driver, and I feel like then that would be like a Tesla.
And then honestly, I would turn the current Jeep that I have into the play toy I want it to be.
You would keep the Jeep.
Fix
you
up whatever
get a new one.
Nah. It doesn't need to if it's a Jeep. I'd fix up whatever I need to and then slap bigger wheels and tires on it and the roof rack and the tent on top, and I would just turn Zeus into a beast.
And surmount sand dunes and things with him. You would fly him out to other countries.
I'd drop cables hanging below a Chinook helicopter, dual rotor.
Is this going to be your own helicopter?
Of course I own it, but I'm not flying it. Bill Burr is flying my helicopter.
Hell yeah, you guys are best friends now.
Yes, finally. And he says, "You ready to go?" And I say, "Yeah, Bill, I'm ready." And then he punches a big red button and the chains let go and I drop the last 15 feet in my jacked up Jeep and I go riding down the mountains of sand. And that's how I billionaire. With
one of those like parasail kind of things, like... Oh my god, dude, I was watching another thing online where it was just like a sick video of someone like para surfing or whatever, and he jumps over an island. It's so crazy. Like, there's this small island like in the middle of like, I don't know, wherever he is, but like, yeah, he like finds like, he kind of goes to the tip of it and like just surfs up, jumps, the like sails for a while over it, and then lands in the water on the other side. So
That's
cool.
Insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm hiring that guy.
That's one thing I want to do, because I guess more than like surfing, it was like a what's that called? Not like water skiing, but the one with the board.
Oh, I'm thinking of the foil where you push it and it like it's on a stand. Have you seen that? Like the surfboard with a big tall fin that sticks into the water, and it's got like a little blade under the water,
like a rudder.
Kind of, sort of. The person will usually be like 2 feet above the water on this pole. On a surfboard. Yeah. And as they like just kind of stomp it, they go faster.
Oh, I have seen
that. On the bottom
that.
of that is a hydrofoil. So it works kind of the same way that like an airplane wing is shaped, in that fluid traveling different speeds above and below.
Yeah. But
they're pumping it, and that forces water over the foil on the bottom, and that like generates thrust.
I've never like had a good concept of how those things actually worked.
Super fucking cool.
Yeah.
And really, really cool that you can make it with like a single columnar support and it still be functional for a sport like that. I can't believe people can like...
It doesn't look like it should work.
It's the way that like a unicycle can stay upright if you have momentum and stuff. You can like, I guess you're just leaning into it and moving so it stays upright even though it's just on a single rod.
Yeah.
Weird.
Wakeboarding was the thing I was thinking of. Yeah.
Towed behind a boat?
Right. That's definitely something I think I would get, is like a fast boat to like do all those kind of water sports in. Because like I've rented boats. Oh, tubing, dude. Hell yeah.
I'm driving now. My shoulder's too messed up.
Dude, I've only went like real tubing behind a boat once, and my friend was driving the boat. I think it was Colin actually was driving the boat, and like, boy, did he not go easy on me, dude. I whipped out of that fucking tube, and I felt like I skipped on the water like a rock, but like on my like neck and shoulders. It was so rough, dude. Oh my god.
Gosh.
Absolutely brutal. Yeah, sore ass neck for like the rest of the weekend. Never got on a tube since.
Oh, easy. Couple more properties. First, we're buying one of those houses up on the mountain at
Of
Stratton.
course, naturally.
Then we move in there and we build a podcast studio.
Cool.
Then from there,
I don't know about a podcast studio.
then from there, we buy property also in Austin and Miami and New York and build podcast studios in those as well.
Oh, we're building a whole network now across the nation.
Yes.
Hire people to run them.
Now you are catching on.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, if we're billionaires, guess who's never editing our own podcast?
Oh no, I will never see Adobe Premiere Pro again in my life.
I want my skills to atrophy fast. There's some dark places to take this joke. I want them to atrophy.
And I'll leave it at that. Like Kill Bill in that movie. Wait, no, the main character of Kill Bill never is given a name. It's just the bride. Yeah. Like the bride is atrophied in the beginning of Kill Bill.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Not too dark. Perhaps not dark at all.
You'll look like Uma Thurman.
Oh, what a treat that would be.
You'll dance like Uma Thurman too. That's a Fall Out Boy song, right?
It is a Fall Out Boy song, yeah. And it samples the Munsters theme song. Fun fact.
Deep cut.
Yeah. How about that? Little fact for everyone back home.
Don't name drop, but first girlfriend, huge Fall Out Boy fan, while abroad in Ireland, not me, her. Got to see them in concert in Ireland, in Dublin, and I think that was fucking sick.
Oh,
it feels like that's a good spot for Fall Out Boy. They strike me as like the Boston Irish type of dudes. I don't know
of
why.
Like punk rock. Yeah, I can totally see it. The guy looks like the most Irish person you've ever seen too, the lead singer. So I could definitely see that being a rowdy show.
Yeah. Dropkick Murphys opened or something. I don't know.
That's another thing that if I had $1 billion and also I'm excited for after the pandemic
movie concerts?
Is like to go to concerts, dude. Yeah, like not something that I think either of us really took advantage of beforehand, but like
I'm gonna start.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, festivals and everything.
Couple festivals, yeah. Don't you fucking go to one without extending an invitation. You know these are on my list.
Absolutely.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it. We're going to Burning Man this year.
It's gonna be some crazy set lists out there, man. Everyone is going to be itching to get back on stage.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Everything is going to get I can't imagine the level of intensity that people are going to be playing and rocking with.
Yeah.
I can feel the energy now. Months in the future.
Dude, how long is Burning Man? Is it like a weekend or how long is it?
No, I think it's like 6 days, 8 days, the whole thing.
Jesus. And people
I don't know that you have to go for the whole 8 or 10 days, but I would probably do like 5.
Yeah. Oh man, I wonder how like intense that really is. Like the way I hear about it is like people are just, in the desert eating Cliff Bars, getting like incredibly, not
I feel
sober.
like it's not too bad. I feel like it's pretty handleable. Oh, there's a first timers guide.
Oh yeah, tell me some tips. Tell me some Burning Man tips.
We can get involved. It's not a festival, it is a community. A temporary city. A global cultural movement based on 10 practical principles. Okay. Leaving no trace. The 10 principles, let's check them out. Radical inclusion.
I can see that.
Anyone can be a part of Burning Man. We welcome and respect the stranger. No prerequisites exist for participation in our community. I'm down with that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Everybody's weird. The people who admit it are just more fun.
Yeah.
Gifting. Burning Man is devoted to acts of gift giving. The value of a gift is unconditional. Gifting does not contemplate a return or an exchange for something of equal value. So we got to bring things to give away. All of the macrame art we've been working on.
Finally. It's taking up so much room in my apartment, dude. I have to like walk around it. I finally have a place for it.
It's crazy you managed to stack it all just out of frame. I know the whole rest of your apartment is filled with macrame.
Oh yeah, it is going up and around like my camera right now. If you haven't noticed, I've been incredibly still this whole podcast because if I move an inch, it's all coming down.
There's a
Yeah.
tunnel of not macrame. That's exactly the camera's focus and everything
Yeah.
else.
I just don't want like people to see it beforehand. I want it to be a surprise when I finally drop it. But yeah, I've got a real House of Cards situation going on in here. I will be sleeping on that couch because
You're
there's
touching
no way I can get
minors?
to the bed. Sorry?
House of Cards.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Got a real Kevin Spacey. Jinx.
What
Throw
a
me a minor.
talented actor, terrible person.
Yeah.
Hate to see it.
Decommodification, principle 3. In
Okay.
order to preserve the spirit of gifting, our community seeks to create social environments that are unmediated by commercial sponsorships, transactions, or advertising. We stand ready to protect our culture from such exploitation. We resist the substitution of consumption for participatory experience.
So no money?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm with
That
it.
was easier,
I'm with it.
right? Once you buy the hundreds of dollars ticket,
Yeah.
no money. Radical self-reliance. Always a fan of that. Burning Man encourages the individual to discover, exercise, and rely on their inner resources. Yup.
Nice.
Radical self-expression arises from the unique gifts of the individual. No one other than the individual or a collaborating group can determine its content. It is offered as a gift to others. In this spirit, the giver should respect the rights and liberties of the recipient. That feels like it got sexual halfway through.
Wait. So what was the name of that rule again? I think I might have missed it.
Radical self-expression.
Okay.
So don't express yourself onto someone if they don't want you to.
Yeah, you can't be getting your expressions all over other people. That's a no-go.
Communal effort, principle 6. Our community values creative cooperation and collaboration and alliteration. I added that one.
That was good.
We strive to produce, promote, and protect alliteration. Come on. Social networks, public spaces, works of art, and methods of communication that support such interaction. Honestly, these are bars. I should be quoting Burning Man for my med school interviews.
Yeah, really. Put a beat to it. It'd be sick.
Lil Dicky, I need to hear a remix of these principles.
Yeah, just auto-tune yourself and you're good.
Civic responsibility. We value civil society. Community members who organize events should assume responsibility for public welfare and endeavor to communicate civic responsibilities to participants. They must also assume responsibility for conducting, blah, blah. Leaving no trace, respect the environment. That's cool.
Yep.
Good. Participation. Radically participatory ethic. We believe that transformative change can only occur through the medium of deeply personal participation. Everyone is invited to work. Everyone is invited to play. We make the world real through actions that open the heart.
So right there, I wonder, because yeah, Burning Man sounds great, but I feel like there's also very much the stereotype of the
Drug orgy.
Rich, white, entitled,
Indulgent.
Yeah, indulgent Burning Man goer. And I wonder, does the lion's share of the work generally get heaped onto a small group of people?
I feel like it is yes and no. My guess is that there are a relatively small number of people driving a lot of the logistical efforts, and another small subset of people driving a lot of the community engagement and artistic endeavors.
Right.
And then I would bet that there is then on the no side, I bet there is a general above average level of average helpfulness among the people who are there. I bet more or less anyone who is an organizer of some sort, setting up a tent, a stage, an art display or whatever, if you said, yo, would you help to anyone nearby, or looked like you were having a tough time when anyone was nearby,
right,
they would offer, or it would be someone steps up.
Okay.
So my guess is that there's probably a relatively few people who want to just take full responsibility. And some of them are, getting free tickets on some days to work others or whatever.
Yeah, right.
But it's not like you're going to be fighting the crowd like when we were bouncing frat parties. Everyone probably wants to help and be a friendly community participant.
Yeah. That sounds so nice.
It really does. It sounds like a social experiment that I genuinely want to experience once.
Doing work with other people too is probably the best way to meet a stranger, Yeah. Having a shared goal.
Hell yeah. And the final value, immediacy. immediate experience is, in many ways, the most important touchstone of value in our culture. We seek to overcome barriers that stand between us and a recognition of our inner selves, the reality of those around us, participation in society, and contact with a natural world exceeding human powers. No idea can substitute for this experience.
I'll be honest, you lost me with that one. I'm not sure exactly what that means.
Yeah, no, me too. I think 6 of those 10 were we like psychedelics and nice people.
Yeah, and don't be a dickhead.
Yeah, August 30th through September 7th, so it's like 8-9 days.
Okay.
Well, that was last year, but
if I was a billionaire, I'd probably try to do the whole 9. Just because, especially at that point, you have such little challenge unless you impose challenge on yourself on purpose.
Which I would be doing all the time. Like the silent retreat stuff or whatever crazy diet. Like if I had the ability to pay for any trainers, cooks, nutritionists, whatever, all the time, I would be fucking around with my diet, my workout regimen, my like supplementation. I would be paying the best people and working with them because it interests me, but really paying the best people to find exactly what I need, what my balance of supplements is, what diet works best for me. I would pretty quickly, and by virtue of like genuine work, not steroids and injections, I think pretty quickly I would have like my ideal goal body and diet plan, and I would just maintain that. Like that would be a pretty like a first order thing because I could get that nailed down in like a year and a half.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder though, like my ideal body, like am I talking like Hugh Jackman when he plays Wolverine in Days of Future Past? Like am I that? Because that's like, I feel like that's just too much effort to keep up no matter what.
Agreed. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm like 85% of the way to where I want to get. And it's right now easy enough to maintain. I think if I had billionaire level access to home gyms and food and butcher box subscriptions, it would be easy to make 15% more progress? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, most likely, I'd say so.
Like, I think it would be pretty fun. If Jeff Bezos looks like he can bench press a donkey, I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, dude, that's so true. He did get so ripped.
I love the meme. I sell books online. I sell whatever the fuck I want. He's swolled up.
Yeah. He stepped down, though.
Well, as CEO, but he's still like executive chairperson or something.
Okay.
So he doesn't like oversee the daily operations, but he's still getting wealthy from it and has a hand in the overall trends and directions of the company.
Right. Good for him. Who needs to be a CEO at that point?
Genuinely, it's been what, 26 years?
Wow.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Seriously, though, from going to selling books to selling literally anything you can think of.
Yeah, man. Well, I think about it and I'm like, damn, if only we were able to start a business in the 90s, .com bubble. But that is always how every trend is. Before that, it was whatever, fucking home auto, like everyone has their own automobile. Before that, it was houses or whatever the hell. There's always a thing.
Yeah.
It's going to be crypto for sure. And we all are already aware, but it's too fucking weird for almost everyone to get involved in beyond just stock market style investing.
Yeah.
Like crypto and NFT stuff, everything that's blockchainy is what is going to be. Like when I get the Motley Fool stock advisor emails that I forward you, and they're like, this is projected to be a $19 trillion industry by 2030. It's crypto. Like there is no other option that fills in that crossword blank.
Yeah.
Of course it's blockchain stuff. It's crypto. Like Square, the payments company that is a super massive mogul funding and owning tons of other companies. Like Square is a like payments processing company that Instagram everything uses social media wise. The first thing that is the blockchain equivalent of that payment processing company that serves as a bridge from like apps to finances for regular users with blockchain, that's going to be a hundreds of billions of dollar company. Like, I think I've stepped back a little bit far enough to be like, I see and now can even identify like needs and companies that will arise, but there is such a gap in what I know and can do and understand to like being on that ground level, that even though I am pointing at it, I can't do anything other than like grunt and point
Yeah.
as it happens.
That might be a clip, but yeah.
Apes together strong, but
Yeah.
apes me dumb.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's how, like, when the internet came out, like, I feel like a lot of people just didn't understand what it was, and maybe 100%. Thought it was a fad.
We're watching this happen. Except I will say, in the same sense that the general pace of science and technology over the last several hundred years or millennia has not only sped up, but increased in complexity. It's like an exponential curve. The same way that, coincidentally, blockchain or like cryptocurrency mining works. The farther into the total number of coins that you mine, the exponentially more difficult the algorithms and math problems are to solve to get those coins free.
Right.
That is also the trend that technology has followed. And it is also, I would say, what is mirrored in these social trends. So whereas 20 years ago, 25 years ago, the majority of the population were missing the forward implications of the internet, and a relatively few number were able to capitalize on it, I would say that now with this revolution, it is even smaller. I would say that the skill and expertise and knowledge gap is stretched even farther, such that an even smaller number of people are able to truly understand and capitalize. And that's not to say like tons of people won't make money. Even I'm an idiot and could probably figure it out on Bitcoin alone. But like the people who understand the technology and are driving the progress of cryptocurrency and blockchain stuff, that I would say is a more difficult conceptual level to reach, a more difficult level to technologically operate at, and a smaller pool than the internet revolution before, or the automobile whatever the hell, steam engine.
And I think another thing too is, like I said, the internet before, and everyone now takes the internet for granted. Like, oh yeah, of course you can make money on the internet. The internet's where you go to make money, like all this kind of stuff. But even then, like people don't, like even I don't fully understand how the internet works. Like, you know what I mean? Like through like access points and nodes and like all that kind of stuff. And
I can conceptualize a lot of it, but I don't understand most of it.
And I can understand like novel ways, like when someone makes like Uber or whatever the heck, like I can understand how someone can use the internet to make money. And I wonder if like going forward, there will be these like incredibly seemingly intuitive ways to use crypto in a new way. But another thing I'm wondering about, as you're saying, it's like getting exponentially harder and harder to mine Bitcoin. I wonder how like the interplay of quantum computing and cryptocurrency will work. Like, let's say crypto does like, you know, have some like real relevance, like used like just as much as the dollar or some other major currency. And then Google achieves quantum supremacy and can just like mine it and own all the money in the world essentially, or perhaps tank the crypto and make it lose its value. I don't know.
Probably tank.
Yeah, maybe. Unless it's just that ingrained into society.
I don't know. If you ever see the news article that Google achieved quantum supremacy, sell half your coins and wait.
Yeah, buy Google, dude. Just buy Google.
That's a good advice anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I realize more and more as more of our friend group dabbles in real estate and stocks and options and crypto and everything else and all of these side hustles that,
and yeah, businesses in general.
Yeah, which is very exciting and I love to see it and I can't wait to learn from all of this. But it is, oh no, I think I lost my train of thought on that.
I mean, what makes me think of with that is just like how many ways there are out there to make money, because I feel like
more than you can think of. Like there's always another one.
And always. Like growing up, I don't know, this might get like real angsty college kid vibes or something, but just like the American dream kind of sucks. Like just like, or maybe not the American dream, but like the life that's kind of laid out for you when
The
you
go
go
to-
to college to get a job to work till you're 65 to, you know.
I'm not really interested in it. I want to do several things and usually more than one at the same time and kind of
Yeah.
keep that type of rotating variety for my whole life.
Right. Yeah.
That's how I intend to.
That's
Even
how
as
you-
I plan to go to medical school, I plan on being a practicing clinician, but I also plan to do some like law adjacent work as an expert witness, and then
Mm.
hopefully use the MD with my engineering things to work on the startup industry side of it. And
Right.
down the line, I can go back and just teach at the medical school level. So,
Yeah.
like,
Ah,
even with the medical degree, that is one of the practicing medicine part is one of 3 or 4 or 5 different careers that I want to follow with it.
yeah.
Oh,
Dude.
variety, man. I am addicted to it.
My mom always says that, like, how
Keep choices
everyone's
open, baby.
just how like everyone's life is kind of like a winding road, and a lot of people think that when you're in college you're making this decision that is going to right there decide the rest of your life, and it will kind of like put you in one track, when really, like, my mom was an economics major, my dad was a math major, they both met working at an insurance company, and now my dad does sales and my mom's a massage therapist. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you never really know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
But you got to like make things happen.
absolutely. I don't think there's a more beautiful way to end it than that.
Oh, how about that? Good,
All right,
inspiring
folks.
note to go out on.
Hell yeah. Get out there, make things happen.
Hell yeah.
This has been the fellas. Maybe soon to be Steezy.
Oh boy, we'll see.
Yeah, drop some thoughts in the comments. If you have other ideas, I'm down to pun it up. I think I would be considering of a name change. We could.
Yeah, we could. We don't have much to lose right now.
Exactly. I don't hate it, but it would be the only time I want to.
Right.
I think that there's equity in having our names in it. That's for next time.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
folks.
Off camera talk.
Get out there and make it happen.
Peace, y'all.